start from the beginning. Okay, so starting with the fibrous tunic.
Okay, okay, when the eye was all together, it looked like this. And the fibrous tunic is the outermost layer, which when you cut it open you can see is the white layer.
But is it the white layer? Because I
Yeah,
thought it was
it's the white layer.
One that you can't see.
Okay, so the sclera is the white part of the fibrous layer that encases most of the eyeball, and then the cornea right here.
Yeah.
That is also part of the fibrous layer that in life would have been clear.
Yeah, okay.
But it's all clouded now because it's dead.
Okay.
And you can still see through it a little bit to see the pupil, see
Yeah.
the opening in the iris right there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the fibrous tunic.
Yeah.
Then
The
vascular tunic, it appears black here. So it's this part that sort of has some bluish looking parts. It's this black part right here. And then, and it has different components, right? There's the choroid, which is the part that corresponds to the sclera, where that coats most of the eyeball. And then, okay, I'm going to just move the lens now. So yeah, then the ciliary body is like all of this part of it here that's still sort of coated with some of the vitreous humor, but yeah, it looks like a mushroom. Oh, there, yeah, wow, you get a good view there. I can just actually take that away. Yeah. So it's all striated. And, ooh, that's the vitreous humor. And so the lens is attached to the ciliary body all along here with the little fibers, which, are we responsible for their name?
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Okay, so the lens you saw.
Yeah.
And then, so this part, which is like continuous with the ciliary body, is the iris.
Okay.
And that's the part of the ciliary body type thing that's in front of the lens.
And it's not striated like the other part.
Well, it is. I mean, that's like when you look at
I can kind of see it, yeah.
I mean, when you look at a person's eyes in life, like, it's striped, you know, you can sort of see. So then, yeah, the pupil, so what you're seeing through there is just the cornea.
Yeah.
And the retina, so you can see a little bit of retina here.
It's the folded up.
And then that's all of this, and it's delicate. And so right here, where there's kind of this little belly button looking indentation-y spot, that is the optic disc, where the optic nerve comes out the back.
Okay.
And
do we have
that
any
corresponds to the blind spot.
Okay.
And so then, I guess here, where it looks most dense,
would be the macula lutea.
Yeah,
around
is
there?
the macula lutea around there, and then somewhere
the fovea centralis
would be the fovea centralis.
Yeah.
But it should be directly in line with the pupil, so it should be like right around there. So,
do we have any remnants of the optical nerve on that?
Yeah. I showed it for a second. There's the nerve coming out the back.
Okay. And then
So you can see, and there was, like, what we cut away from around the nerve, there was a ring of muscle. And then there were many muscles, you know, that are controlling the movement of the eye, but there was a ring right around here.
Okay.
This is probably blood vessels. There's still a little muscle right there.
Okay. And then so
Definitely
the
blood
anterior
vessels right there.
cavities. The anterior cavity is just with the lens.
Okay, so if the lens were in place, the anterior cavity is everything that's in front of the lens. So it corresponds to everything in front of, like, that line.
Yeah.
So there's the iris, there's the cornea, and so there would be the aqueous humor.
Yeah.
In that. So, okay, that whole thing is the anterior cavity. In front of the iris, between the iris and the cornea, that's the anterior chamber of the anterior cavity. Then behind the iris, between the iris and the lens, if the lens were in place, is the posterior chamber of the anterior cavity. And then, if the lens is in place, then everything behind the lens is the vitreous chamber that's filled with the vitreous humor, which is more jelly and is only made once in your life, as opposed to the aqueous humor, which is being made.
All right. I think that's everything.
All the time. Yeah.
Perfect.